everybody, 11:30 right now. Meteorologist Melissa Cole here. I want to give you a little update on what's going on with the weather. A lot of places still dealing with rain, but some spots in our state are dealing with freezing rain, and it's icing up, especially on trees and sidewalks and things like that in northern and especially northwestern Connecticut. Hi, Scott. Canaan, Salisbury, Sharon, Cornwall, Warren, Kent, along Route 7, along Route 8, Litchfield down to Morris, Harwinton, and beginning now to move into Hartford County by Heartland, Barkhamsted. So Avon and Simsbury, along Route 44, things are okay right now, but give it another hour or so, and I do think we will start to see some of that freezing rain beginning to creep into your neck of the woods. Let's check out northern Connecticut near Stafford and Union, traveling along 84 up into Massachusetts. This is all transitioned over to freezing rain, and also near Putnam, you're close to it. Even into Rhode Island, some areas dealing with it. So we're seeing temperatures dropping, and that is causing the changeover. I want to give you a sense of what's going on across the state, and you could really see the temperature differences. In the Hartford area, we have 37 degrees, in Meriden 37, New Haven 39. That's just plain old rain, but notice Torrington, you're down to 32, right at the freezing mark. Up in Salisbury, 28 degrees. All of these towns in here where we saw that icing have dropped below freezing. Putnam, you're now down to 31 degrees, so icing there, as well as Stafford, Union, and areas, again, traveling on 84 up into Massachusetts. Most of Massachusetts has transitioned over completely into some freezing rain and some sleet, causing very icy conditions. And we are going to see that happening here in Connecticut as we go through the next several hours and colder air continues to filter on in. So Groton, no need to worry just yet. You're at 38 degrees, but Kent, you're now down to 23. East Canaan 27, Ridgefield down to 30 degrees. And again, everybody that's below freezing is dealing with some of the icing conditions. So a lot of rain out there. Still coming down at a pretty good clip, but you are seeing the icing transition, and it's filling in back off to our west, and it's going to be sinking southward and filling in across the entire state as we go through time. Take a look at off to our north. Massachusetts, again, just about completely iced over at this point, and we've got ice and snow in parts of northern New England. So we still have many hours to go before we're going to start to see improvement, Caitlin. So unfortunately, I do think we got pretty much unscathed during the morning commute, but the evening commute will be a different story.
Yeah, you're 100% right, Melissa. I think we were very lucky to get through the early hours of the morning with really minimal issues. We did have some crashes early on, but those have since cleared. Now we're incident-free. We're mostly delay-free, which is some good news. But what we're taking a look at right now is what we're going to expect to see coming up pretty shortly here in Connecticut. We're taking a look in Massachusetts in Methuen, actually 495. This is north and southbound, right north of Boston, and you can see those road conditions have really deteriorated very quickly. And actually, Massachusetts State Police have just enforced a speed restriction on the Mass Pike of 40 miles per hour because of those flash freeze conditions. So you can see why all of this freezing rain and sleet that is sticking to the pavement here, it's causing some serious issues in Massachusetts, and that is what Melissa was just talking about, slowly making its way here into Connecticut. We're already starting to see some of those freezing conditions in the northern portion of the state. So it might not be where you are just yet, but it's coming, so you want to make sure that you're really taking your time as you're heading out the door. If you're maybe heading out for that lunch hour, or if you're planning on maybe heading home from work in just a little bit later on this evening, please, please, please make sure that you have a plan in place to budget in lots of extra travel time. Icy roads are no joke, and we want to make sure that you get where you're going safely. We're taking a look here in Connecticut now, Route 72 by Exit 3 in Plainville. You can see still got a little bit of snow left over here on the side. A lot of that snow melt was taken care of because of those mild temperatures that we've been seeing the last couple of days, and then pile on all that rain. So we have lots of moisture, lots of liquid here left over on those pavements and road surfaces. Back inside roads, we've seen lots of ponding, we've seen lots of spray coming up from vehicles, and you can see all that liquid here on the lens, Route 9 by Exit 14 in Middletown. So that's what really is the main concern here as things continue to transition throughout the remainder of late morning here into early afternoon and then into the evening. all of this liquid will continue to freeze up as those temperatures drop. So never slam on your brakes, ease off gently on that gas if you start to slip or slide, because things will continue to freeze, and that's going to cause some very slippery conditions. That's what I'm trying to say here. You want to make sure that you're really taking it easy, reducing those speeds, giving yourself plenty of following distance. Let's take you out. Early morning weather tracker 2 is traveling on 91, and we are we're pulling into a gas station here. That's a nice picture for you, but you can see those windshield wipers moving along pretty quickly. So it's still raining out there depending on where you're traveling. You got to make sure that you're really just taking it easy out there. We're going to continue to monitor all these road conditions for you throughout the duration of the day. We're going to have another update for you coming up here on Eyewitness News at noon. I'm Caitlin Francis with your Connecticut Chevy Pinpoint Traffic Report, driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers. We're going to send you back to your programming.